What's up, everybody? It's Sade Miller, aka Sade Styles, and here I am doing a longer edition of my segment Planting Seeds, which is presented by New Growth, a journey towards wellness and self-worth. This is my debut book that released September of 2022. This book is super special to me, not only because it's my debut book, but it tells a lot of my perspective on entrepreneurship. It talks about my perspective with my experience with sexual abuse and how I was able to rise above it and not become a statistic. I also talk about singleness and what that meant for me and how I was able to find my partner. And what else? Oh, and I talk about Black girl luxury. And with Black girl luxury, to me, it doesn't mean designer or it doesn't mean luxury cars and stuff like that. Like, those things are nice. And, I have those things. But it's about leveraging your freedom. It's about being able to do what you want to do, living in your purpose, and being able to leverage the things that you know up here to create the life you want, and yeah, so get your copy from my website, newgrowththebook.com. You can purchase it on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, and now you can purchase it at Malik Books, which is in the Fox Hills Mall in Culver City. Please support your girl. Please support your girl. You will not regret it. I also have worksheets in here that you can fill out and take on the journey with me with each chapter. All right. So, speaking of entrepreneurship, I want to talk to my brand builders, my entrepreneurs, my aspiring entrepreneurs. I want to talk to you. I feel like there's a misconception when it comes to entrepreneurship, like it's going to grow overnight, it's going to be perfect overnight. And what I'm here to tell you is that even though there are some people who was able to blossom over COVID, which is amazing and such a blessing, I also want to bring the reality of it and not being pessimistic, because clearly I don't live in like reality for real. I live in dreamland. But I just want to bring perspective to it. Just some of the things that I learned in this journey and how I'm pivoting into new things and new experiences and how I've been able to kind of cope through it and learn through it. And I just want to share that with you guys today. So one of the biggest things that I learned in this journey is you have to build tough skin, right? You have to be able to grow in emotional maturity because there are going to be things that trigger you, and everybody's triggers is different. What my triggers are is different from your triggers. My personal triggers are betrayal. They are crossing boundaries, being lied to, being taken for granted. Some of those things are my main triggers. And when they show up in my career space as an entrepreneur, because I embody entrepreneurship so much, they really take me to a place that I don't like to be in, and it changes. Before it was how clients may act, different clients, before I realized what clients were for me. It will be certain clients that may trigger me. But now I'm in the space where, and nothing's perfect, at all. But I feel like I'm at the space where the clients that I have now, whether they're my loyal clients or newer clients that, are just now getting to know about me, they still come with the type of energy that matches my energy. And so the experience is way more better than it may have previously been, which is, not as bad, but, it's just different. Now my experience is being a salon owner and managing other braiders, stylists, if you will. And that's a different ball game because you're not only meeting people for the first time that you've never known in your life, but you are kind of managing other people's businesses and how they operate. And I always pride myself as a salon owner and manager to still give people the freedom to, be independent. The way the salon is set up, they're able to come in and be them best selves without being micromanaged or feeling like they work for me. I always am an advocate for independence in any space that I create. But with that, still learning how people operate. Some stylists or braiders may run their business like this. Some may run their business like that. Some may run their business like myself. And I think it's important to have perspective as a business owner, as a salon owner, whatever you do. This is not just for those who run a salon. I'm talking in general. I'm just kind of speaking on my personal experience to give you kind of an example of perspective, right? And so, so with being a business owner, you have to have perspective with the people that you're working with, that you're managing, or that you're partnering up with. And you have to be open-minded. You have to be able to be flexible, still have your boundaries for sure, still have your boundaries, and understand the people that you are dealing with based on the industry that you're in. But I would definitely say be open-minded, listen more than talk, be more of a listener than you do a speaker. They always say, do not be the smartest in the room, do not try to be the smartest in the room, because you can always learn from other people, whether they are same level as you, beneath you, higher than you, whatever. Don't strive to be a know-it-all. Still learn from other people, because a lot of the things that they're telling you, they may not say it in the way that you may have desired, but there may still be some truth to what they're saying that you can take with you and learn from and grow from. And so that's why I say emotional maturity is so important. And as you're building your brand outside of the people that you're working with and partnering with and managing, you have to build emotional maturity when it comes to people that patronize your business or support your business. You may not get the support that you will desire or that you thought it was going to be in the beginning. It's literally a marathon. I know it's cliche, but as you get older, you start to realize that a lot of things that were cliche, when you become an adult, it's real shit. Okay, it's real. It's not just cliche. So just wanted to point that out. But yes, it's about staying consistent with the things that you want to do with your business and keep going, staying consistent, being a student, learning as you go, and the people will catch up with you later. Don't get discouraged just because they don't support you today. If this is something that you believe in, you have to show them. You have to show them this is what I believe in, and you have to continue to believe in that. You have to make them believers, turn them into believers. Don't get discouraged. So I would definitely say that, because it's not overnight. I've been braiding hair for about 16 years now, and I'm kind of, outside of getting my shop 3 years ago, I feel like this year I'm now in a place of like, wow, like I feel successful. Income is pretty consistent. Obviously, I'm always looking for room to grow, always looking for room to grow. But I definitely feel like, wow, like I'm reaping the benefits of 16 years being a student. In the braid game and other, industries that I work in. I'm also a publicist. I do PR with artists and entertainers, right? So I'm always a student. I'm always learning. I'm always growing. But 16 years ago, I was braiding my friend's hair. I was braiding hair on the pea field. I was braiding hair on the porch. I was doing hair for free, until I started getting clients. And even then, it wasn't something that I necessarily seen as a career. It just was fun for me. It was therapeutic for me. But 16 years later, I wouldn't have even imagined opening not one, but 2 salons now. So stay consistent. Don't listen to the naysayers because they will catch up. All right. Now, when it comes to building your brand, I always say building your brand means building yourself. You are your brand. Who you are, what you represent, what you like, what you love, how you live your life, what your lifestyle is your brand. You are your brand. Don't look for this company or this person or this product to represent what your brand is. Now, yes, you can do market research and you can see the trends and see what's out there and everything, but don't look too deep into it to where you're looking at them and picking apart and trying to incorporate what they're doing in your brand as far as a representation. Who you are. I can't stress it enough. Who you are, you are your brand. Who you are is your brand. If you like candles and you come home and you take your bubble baths and all these things, and you like certain type of music, try to find a way to incorporate that into your brand. This is how you open up more streams of income in your brand. I'll give you an example. Myself, I'm a braider, yes, but I'm also a businesswoman. So I'm not just going to live my life. I mean, I literally can't stand on my feet for hours all my life. You know, I'm trying to have a family. I'm going to get older and older and older, so I can't, right? But with being a businesswoman, I'm always thinking of the bigger picture. So back to the example, being a braider, I always say I am more than just a braider, right? I always try to create an experience for my clients and now for the entrepreneurs who are partnering up with me to do their business. So me personally, I love home essentials. I love diffusers, candles, incense. I love essential products. I love natural products as far as hair, skin, body, face, all those things. I live for it. I also love R&B music and music in general, but R&B music, neo soul, all those things. I love podcasts. And so in my salon, when you walk in, you can feel that energy. I have a candle here. I have incense there. The bathroom represents an oasis. I love the spa. My colors in the salon was inspired by me going into the spa. I have the jade in there. You know, the colors of the wall is jade. I have plants in there. Literally, you can just feel the oasis as soon as you step into there. When my clients are sitting down, we catch up on podcasts. I have my favorites, but I'm always open to what other people, you know, love and what they're watching. But I love podcasts, so they get that experience. I love sermons. We're gonna watch some sermons and some church up in there, okay? You know, I love writing. I love books. Hence why I wrote New Growth. Outside of wanting to tell my story, I actually love books. I write in books. I create worksheets for myself and journals. I journal all the time. I listen to audiobooks, all these things, you know, just to kind of give you a gist of who Sade is. And so anyone who is captivated by the space that I created as far as the salon, they're able to experience me. And that's my brand. So I want you to think about the things that represent you and the things that you like. And now, if you're a brand that is a product, right? Say you're a product and obviously people aren't necessarily dealing with you one-on-one, they're dealing with your product. Find ways to build activations around your products. If you're a person that loves, I don't know, day parties, let's say day parties, find a way to do a couple of launches, you know, of your product if it's new, or if you're doing rebranding, launching new products within your products, like maybe like a collection or something. Find a way to incorporate a day party to give people that experience. And again, they're experiencing the things that you love. It's all about being authentic. Building your brand is being authentic to you because you have to stay consistent. You have to build longevity. And with building longevity means you have to keep up. with the things that you are, that's authentic to you. Because if it's not, it's going to fall off. And then you see people shutting down businesses. They're going back to 9 to 5s, which is not a problem, But yeah, like, I hope you catch my gist, because it is super important. And if you want to get into entrepreneurship to build yourself to retirement, then these are the things that you have to think about. You have to think about building brand identity that represents your identity, because when you change, your brand changes, but it has to be authentic. Okay. So I love you guys. I'm so proud of all my brand builders and my entrepreneurs that are out here jumping out on faith, believing in themselves, and striving to be their best selves. I love you guys. I understand. I love entrepreneurship, and I embody it, and I represent it. I'm an advocate for it. I feel like even if you do work a 9 to 5, have something on the side that's for you, because again, it is representing you. You are not going to be able to find your whole identity in a 9 to 5. And I'm not saying in general, I'm just kind of, speaking to the ones that feel that. So you have to have something. And then we all seen in COVID that 9 to 5s aren't really 100% security like we thought we were. It's not like the old days. These jobs are kicking people off the payroll like it's nothing. So you can have your 9 to 5, but have something on the side as well that you love, that you're passionate about, that goes with your purpose, with who you are. And so if you do have a 9 to 5, you can go to work feeling good, feeling happy, feeling full. Your cup is full because you were doing something here, and you can go to work and have great energy instead of feeling like the job is more of a liability. And in that way, when you're at the 9 to 5, you'll be able to see them more as an asset than a liability to help you build over here. Maybe it's financially, maybe it's educational, whatever it is for you. Find a way to leverage the things that you're doing over here to build over here, and vice versa. So again, I love you guys. I hope that this was super helpful. I was speaking from the heart, so I may have kind of been like a little everywhere, but that's okay. That's okay. I just want to spread the love and spread the love of entrepreneurship from myself to you, from my words to you, to your ears. And be sure to get your Black Girl vitamins. These are super important because you have to keep yourself healthy. And Black Girl vitamins, obviously it's for the ladies, but I'm talking to my guys too. Take your vitamins. Take your vitamins, because without being a healthy you, there's no healthy life that you can build. There's no healthy brand that you can build. So take your vitamins, take your walks, do whatever you need to do to stay healthy, and fill your cup up. You can use my code for 20% off. It's Sade Styles, SADESTYLES, for 20% off on blackgirlvitamins.co. All right, get into it. Also, join my newsletter email list at SadeStylesNatural.com, SADE Styles, STYLES, natural.com. It'll be a pop-up. You can subscribe right there, or you can scroll all the way down to subscribe there. Check out the blogs, check out the discounts, check out the new news. We're doing some great things. We have some great announcements always coming through. We're shouting out some Black girls for Black Girl Spotlight. And yes, I love you guys. Follow at Hey Sade, HE 4 Ys, that's YYYY SADE, where you can find all things me. Love you.